Okay, here we are at the Big Ten. Welcome to Touhou 10, Mountain of Faith. Yep, we finally reached double digits. Only took, well, too long, didn't it? And now we're on Touhou 20, Jesus Christ. Anyways, this, once again, is your traditional Touhou experience. We've had some experimental shit with Touhou 9 and Touhou 9.5 and all that, but now we're back to basics, and by basics I mean very basics. We only have two playable characters, Rainbow and Marissa, but they do each have 3 shot types now, so that's nice. We're gonna be starting with Rainbow's first shot type today. She's an easygoing shrine maiden who specializes in attacks with a fairly wide range. So her first shot type is homing type. We got homing amulets and they're in a rear position. Right up her ass. Great. Alright, we got the item collection line here, which we can just trigger normally nowadays. No need for full power anymore. That's nice, that's nice. Now, to go over some of the gameplay and scoring and gimmicks here. We got these blue items, point items as usual, but these green ones are point value items. Similar to the time orbs from Touhou 8, which also increase your point item value. These green ones increase it as well, which you can see down here, which is your point item value, which is the max you can get by collecting the point items from the highest point. But there's also a bar there that keeps going down if you're not shooting enemies or collecting stuff. So yeah, your point item value can decrease. Also when you die, it also goes down. Bullet cancel items also increase it, so that's nice. I'm just totally ignoring the mini-boss here, Shizuka Aki. We'll talk more about the Lunatic episode, don't worry about that. But yeah, so yeah, the scoring in this game is actually quite strict, because, well, there's not really much room for error, besides maybe like knowing when to bomb in the right places. Speaking of bombs, we can go up to 5 power here, but you notice we only have 4 options still, and they're not getting any stronger. I guess I'll talk once we're done here. It's hard to see through all these falling leaves. Will I really be able to make it to the mountain like this? Huh? What's that delicious smell? You're just a shrine maiden, and yet you'd eat a god? How ridiculous! What insolence! Who said I was going to eat you? That's sad. Is that tasty smell coming from you? Gods always put a great deal of care into their scent. Oh yes, I'm the harvest god. So that's why you smell like roasted sweet potatoes. Freshly harvested sweet potatoes are my perfume! You think I let a shrine maiden eat me? No, that's not what I was saying, but okay. Anyways, bombing in this game is the same for Rainbow and Marissa, more or less. It's just a big release of a giant circle that clears everything in its path and deals some damage. But you may have noticed my power went down. Yes, we don't have bombs that we just collect like bomb items. Our power is our bombs. So whenever we bomb, we lose a stock of power. And when we die, we also lose a bit of power. So that can kinda snowball into you just absolutely being a sitting duck sometimes with no power and no way of dealing damage or bombing. Yeah, this... I'm not sure how to really feel about the whole power bomb thing, but whatever. Gods sure do come in all shapes and sizes. I wonder if my Shrine God is really any stronger. Well, it's not time to bake potatoes. I'd better hurry on that. But potatoes are always baked and lit. Ah, whatever. So yeah, I'm not that big a fan of the whole bombs equals power thing, but at least in this game it's kind of okay because you do go up to 5 power, which means you do at least get 1 free bomb when you're at max power without having to sacrifice any shot power. So that's at least nice. Going over Rainbow A a bit more, it's your very typical homing shot type. The amulets home in pretty precisely on the enemies, only occasionally bugging out in stage 4 and stuff, so that's nice, could be worse, but yeah. It's a decently serviceable shot type. It's not the strongest thing in the world, but the enemies aren't all that tanky in this game, so it's not even that big of a deal, honestly. Something else to note, grazing! Well, you do make sound effects when you graze bullets, unlike the demo of Touhou 10, where So just totally forgot about the thing for a moment. I don't know why. Grazing does fucking nothing in this game. Yeah, surprising, I know. But, huh. I guess we're really going back to basics. At least it makes a sound. That makes it at least satisfying. Also, you just saw I got a wonder out of random. Yep, we're back to score extents. So, to get extents, you have to score. Well, I say it like it's a big deal, but really, you pretty much get all of the extents just by playing decently okay. And just killing enemies and collecting point items sometimes. It's not that strict, really. You'll just get it casually. I've been feeling off for a while now. Sunlight doesn't reach here, even though it's middle of the day, and the atmosphere is so gloomy. My, you're still here? And I had just tried to turn you away. When? Forget about it. Anyway, my duty is to chase away lost humans. But I'm not lost, I just want to go to the mountains. And why would a human want to go there? Don't you know it's dangerous? Get in my way and I'll treat you as my enemy. But I'm a friend to humans. I take their misfortunes and pass them on to the gods. Oh, that face. Would you like me to take on all of your tragedies? Yokai are my enemies. You're yokai. Really now? Well, actually she's a misfortune goddess, but you know, whatever. Yeah, like she said, Hina here takes misfortune and just takes away from humans, which is actually a pretty nice thing. But that means she's always surrounded by misfortune, so no one really wants to be close to her. Which is, I guess, understandable. Oh well. But yeah, here's one of the strengths of Reimu A, where I can just kind of dodge wherever I want and still deal some damage to the boss, which is kind of nice. Which is nice in some of these spell cards where they do force you to side with some of the gaps. Yoink. Also, these point items with the yellow outline around them that you get by defeating bosses, spell cards, when you're at full power, they always give you the max PAV amount, even if you collect them not above the point of collection line, so that's just a little bonus, I suppose. Nothing too crazy there. Okay. Let's squeeze through those things. There we go. And last one. Yeah, Hina spins a lot. That's the whole joke with her, I guess. I don't know why she does it, but it's hilarious. It's led to a lot of funny fandom stuff, didn't it? And now the bullets are just going every which fucking way, Jesus Christ. There you go. I was just trying to be nice and chase you away! Chasing me away really isn't that nice. Beyond here is the world of the gods. It's no place for a human to go. You'll regret this. Oh, good. Looks like I finally made it to Yokai Mountain. Time for the best theme! Yeah, if you've ever watched Memories of Phantasm, that fan-made Toho anime, yeah, that's the theme song! The Gensokyo the gods loved. God, I fucking love that theme. For me, it's like the unofficial Toho theme song. No thanks to Memories of Phantasm as well, so you know. God, it's just such a good theme. I fucking love it. Something. Oh yeah, I guess we should talk about what the hell the incident even is here. So Ray was just chilling at her shrine when suddenly some weird green-haired girl showed up and was like, hey, your shrine sucks. You get no faith. How about you join with our shrine? It's so much cooler. And then Ray was like, fuck you. And then she went to Yokai Mountain to like yap to them and talk shit, I guess, and kick their ass. That checks out. Meanwhile, Marissa is probably just doing this because she feels like it. Really, why Marissa is doing this incident? I don't know, but I guess it's Marissa. She just needs a reason. Ah, a human! Where are you going? Okay. That's like a drive-by. Fucking drive-by shooting there, Jesus Christ. Yoink. Optical camouflage. I can still see you, you know. Yeah, whatever. Alright, let's try to get in some of these gaps. But getting into the... There we go. Oh god, okay, there we go. Thankfully, Rainbow's hitbox is tiny, so that's nice. Ah, my optical camo suit broke! What? You're human, but you picked me up pretty well from the camo. That's because my eyes are really sharp. Must I remind you, Miss Nightblind, that you are fucking blind? I don't know. Or maybe because you weren't really hidden. See you, human. By the way, stay tuned if you go any further. I'll still be going anyway. Great. Why is everyone just... Like, everyone's just chasing me away here. Jesus Christ, so rude. And then again, maybe that's for the better. Who knows what the hell is going on up the mountain, you know? You never know! Alright. Yeah, homing Rainbow is especially nice during stages. Especially when you don't yet know where enemies will spawn from and stuff like that, or if you can't get to them in time. Really helps you with, like, weeding out a lot of enemies before they shoot any bullets. It's quite nice. Alright, shoot these fuckers. There you go. Alright. Ah, it's a human from before. Didn't I tell you to not go any deeper? You have some nerve trying to stop me there. Stop you? I don't even know what you're trying to do. How could I have tried to stop you? I have urgent business with the god that lives on top of the mountain. Will you let me through? The god on top of the mountain? Which one? There are a bunch. Let me tell you straight. You'd better leave. I'm Nitori Kawashiro. They call me Nitori the Valley Kappa. Go on now, get back to the village. There's lots of folks up ahead who don't take kindly to humans. Oh, I know, but sometimes there are things you just have to do. Oh my, it's been so long since I met a human, my sworn friends. Why did it have to turn out this way? Oh well, if you really want to get into the mountain, you'll have to show me how serious you are. So yeah, Nitori, she's a Kappa. Kappa are little fucking goblin creatures that live in rivers and stuff, trying to get people to drown and whatnot, and stealing their Shirikodamas, which is some kind of orb that's in the asshole of the human. And apparently it's a delicacy for Kappa. I don't fucking know. The whole Shirikodama business is really weird, and I'm not sure how to feel about that. And usually I'd not bring it up, but it is mentioned in Toho at a later point, so I guess I kinda have to eventually, so I might as well break the ice with that now. Oh god, what the fuck. There we go. Okay. There we go. Nice. So far, so good. But yeah, Nitori is just one of the Kappas that live around the valley on Yokai Mountain and stuff, at the rivers. But the Kappas are actually quite technologically advanced. As you saw, she had a fucking camo suit, so yeah, they do some cool tech, which is pretty neat. Okay. And fucking lasers. There we go. I didn't think humans could get so strong. To think my weapons weren't enough to beat you? Well, time to move on. Hey human, Kappa and humans have been sworn friends since ancient times, so I'll let you in on something. Sworn friends? You sure you don't mean old enemies? It's true that there's a restless god on top of the mountains lately. Are you going to beat her? Well, what a surprising place to get such information. To tell you the truth, I'd forgotten why I'd come all the way up here. I can't believe it. Humans are so flaky. I knew I should have asked a Tengu about this instead. Well, I'll tell the Kappa around here about you, so just go on ahead. I can see a waterfall up ahead. And now for the main event! Alright, up the waterfall we go! Fucking love this theme as well, it's so good. Such a grand theme for just climbing a good old waterfall, man. The music in Total 10 is fantastic, I gotta say, just great OST again. Ugh, Jesus Christ. These fairies here are a bit of a bitch as they do some waterfall as Danmaku. Jesus Christ. Yeah, kinda funky. Alright. On normal, at least I can kinda goof around and swerve around killing enemies, but on Lunatic and stuff, I'll have to be careful. Well, I say that, but I already did my Lunatic run, so I don't need to worry about that! That's nice. But let me tell you, doing that Lunatic run was a fucking travesty. It took me so long to get one. And then the replay fucking desyncs because I used an A-shot tile. It's a whole mess. I'll tell you all about it when we get to that. To the final episode. I'll make it work, trust me, but yeah. It's not gonna be clean. Because the game sometimes breaks. But it's fine. Oh, we should shut down someone. That was Momiji. She's a wolf well, fuck you two. That was Momiji. She's a wolf Tengu, and that's all. She doesn't really do much else in the series. But she is beloved by the fandom because wolf girls are just, like, dog girls and cat girls. So that's, you know, can't go wrong, I guess. Like, in the fandom is where Momiji really shines, I'd say, because in official, she barely does anything. Alright, take out these fuckers. So yeah, as you can see, my homing isn't working right now, which is kind of weird. Now it works again. But yeah, I think that's part of the reason why my replay desyncs in stage 4. Maybe, I don't know. But I'll find a way to make it work anyways and make it a decently fun Lunatic round to watch. Alright, take out these fucking crows. Why is there crows? That seems like it could mean something bad. Uh-oh. Yeah. Oh, it's you again. Hi. I came to check in on the intruder report, but I never thought it'd be you. I don't have any business with any of you, Tengu. Get out of the way. We received an intruder alert, and for some reason they called me onto the job. I'm just a simple newspaper reporter. What are you trying to say? It's because I'm the one that knows the most about you. Maybe it would be best if I could talk you out of it. That was the boss's plan. I told you before, I don't have any business with the Tengu. I just want to see the god that lives on the mountain. The god of the mountain? So you mean that god? Do you know something about her? Lately, there's a god that's been giving us some trouble. She keeps acting like this mountain is hers. And she's even come down to the foot of the mountain lately to try and get her faith. So she's gathering faith. That's got to be her. I want to meet with her. Where's she? If she really got out of hand, we Tengu we're going to beat her, so you don't need to do anything. Oh, come on, I've come all the way. Take me to wherever this god is. But there's no way I can let you through. The Tengu Patronus won't stand for it if I let you through that easily. Jeez, you Tengu are such a pain. Belonging to a group means that sometimes you don't get to have your way. Now I'll go easy on you, so come at me with all your might. Thanks for going easy on me, but you could just let me through, you know. Oh boy, we got an actual Aya boss fight here that isn't in Touhou 9. That's cool. Yeah, she's the only one who actually gets that treatment from Touhou 9, so that's nice. Alright. Shoutouts to Tsun's wife, I guess. Yeah, that's like the joke with Aya, because Tsun really likes Aya. And you know, I can't blame him. Aya is a great fucking character. She's awesome. Jesus Christ. Her boss fight, though, is quite brutal sometimes. Because she's just fucking fast. And so is her Danmaku. Especially Lunatic. It's rough. Alright. Whoa! That looks cool. Alright. Oh god, oh god, oh god! Whoa! Close shit. Alright, sneak through that. Yeah, when they like overlap, you don't wanna be... Oh god. You don't wanna be in the middle of that. There we go. So far so good actually. Wow, okay. Oh, this is looking disgusting right now. Man, if I could like see my grace, this would actually be quite fun. Oh, and here's her timeout spell, because apparently stage 4 bosses need a timeout spell now. Why? Yeah, whatever. My best tip here is just stay in this corner and pray. There we go. Nice, I kept it. Wow. Didn't think I would, but we'll take those. Yeah, that one can be really rough, because it's literally just random bullshit. Man, and I said the USD was random. Fucking hell. This game also has some stupid shit, but stuff like this, for example, is more or less static, so I guess there's at least a nice balance. Sure. There we go. I didn't have to fight seriously that much, but you were stronger than I expected. At this rate, maybe you could even beat that pain of a god. So take me to where she is already. That god showed up here not too long ago with a shrine in the lake. There's a new shrine up the way a bit. She should be there. A shrine on top of a mountain. I thought ours was the only one. Alright, I guess we're going to a shrine. That isn't a Hakure shrine. That's new. I got some basic enemies here with a lot of point items. Yeah, this is where the big scoring is starting to happen, because at this point our PRV should be decently high, hopefully. And the enemies start dropping a lot of point items upon defeat, so it's gonna be nice. Okay. Also, there's some beefy enemies around here, so you gotta be careful. Also, some of these enemies actually don't really start taking damage until a certain point, so that's also why they seem beefier than they are, which is interesting. They have like a bit of invincibility period when they first spawn in. But it is what it is. Okay. Woo! Ah, that's great. Seeing the score go up like that. Fucking love it. But yeah, once again, with Homing Ram, it's kind of nice because you can kind of split your attention between two of those big fairies and more or less take them over at the same time. Ish. Oh, hey, who the fuck are you? Nice star. Nice stars. Oh god. Ooh. Oh my god, okay. Ooh, that was tight. Alright, more stars. Okay. Sure. If you insist. Oh fuck, okay. This is... Okay. Yeah, this is quite a tight spell card. Jesus Christ. Woohoo! Capped it. Ah, lovely. Ah, sweet. That's the best thing. To cap something even though you're struggling or just feeling very scared. It's a good feeling. Okay. Gimme all those point items. Delicious. Okay. And more of these fucks. Take them all out. Take them all out. And then... Oh god. Yes. Ah. I love seeing the score go up like that. If a shrine maiden like you is coming up the mountain, might you be here to help us with the enshrining? Well, this sure looks like a shrine. I guess there was another one besides ours. This is the Moriah Shrine, a long-forgotten shrine of the past. It and the lake up ahead were both transported into Gensokyo from the outside world. You moved a shrine in the lake? That's pretty flashy. My god and I will be taking over this mountain now. Then, if we can take over your shrine, all the faith in Gensokyo will be ours. If you do that, you'll never hear the end of it from Gensokyo's countless native gods. But this is for Gensokyo's good as well. Gensokyo will become weak if it continues in its current state of lessened piety. We'll lose the power to cause miracles. You've gotta be kidding. I'll be able to restore Gensokyo's piety somehow with my powers. I'm Sanae, a wind priestess, descendant of a long-forgotten line of living gods in the outside world. Sometimes the humans that revere God are themselves revered. Sometimes shrine maidens can become gods. Since you're a shrine maiden, are you prepared for such things to happen? I don't care if I become a god or not. But if you say you want to fight, you better be ready for one. I see. Then maybe you should watch and consider the power of a living god. The divine power to work miracles. So, say hello to Sanae. She's kind of the Luigi to Reimu's Mario. Not only because she's green and Reimu's red. I'm sure that has nothing to do with it. I'm sure. Yeah, she's another shrine maiden. And also a living god with the power over wind and causing miracles. So that's pretty neat. But, something you won't really see in this game yet, but in the later ones for sure. She's kind of an idiot. Like, she's very naive and still kind of in a schoolgirl mentality kind of sometimes. But that's why we love her. She's just a funny, stupid bitch, and it's great. Okay, let's see. Now, this node is kind of weird on the eyes, because you gotta like wait for the gaps to properly open up, and then you can go. And now she's doing a Moses with splitting the sea. I mean, I guess that's a miracle. Sure, that works. Yeah, here this is kind of like Alice's fire spell card in the Toho 5 Extra. We just kind of want to stream to side, not go into the waves and stuff. It's kind of similar actually, huh? Kind of funny. Here just want to stay below her and just zigzag back and forth slowly. You want to zigzag fast on Lunatic obviously, but you know, besides that point. More stars! She really likes her stars, huh? Okay. I dread looking at the code for that and seeing how stupid that is, but I guess that's neither here nor there. Okay. Squeeze through that. And final one. Miracle God's Wind. This on the Lunatic run was fucking crazy. I think I capped it with 0 power or something. I was shitting bricks. But yeah. It's actually kind of nice spell. I like it. She just gets uncomfortably close with the bullet spawns to you though, so, you know. There we go. You're strong. If you're this powerful, why doesn't your shrine have more followers? I'd like to know that myself. I think even just setting your shrine up as a branch shrine to my god would get you a great deal of faith. I'll think it over, but I'd have to meet with her first. Huh? So then your goal is to deliver some punishment to the god who's been causing all this trouble? Yep, that checks out. That's what Rainbow does. Alright. Got some Onabashira pillars around here, that's interesting. Alright. For this stage, you want to stay on one side, don't really move, and just let the bullets come your way. They are aimed, so you can just kind of scoot to the side a tiny bit until this big fairy shows up. Then you want to take that guy, that one out, and then just work on these lines again. Then once again, back to the corner. The corner is my safe space. I live here now. But yeah, it's very similar to USD's final stage where the rings are also aimed. And then there's this one, which actually drops a big chunk of power, so you can freely bomb this one if you really want to. Alright, with the final boss. I've made it to the lake. She should be around here somewhere. What's with all these creepy pillars? Well, come on out. Who is it that calls for me? Oh, if it is the shrine maiden from the foot of the mountain. Do you need something? You're a very frank god, aren't you? Lately, it's been easy to win over followers with a friendly face than with an impressive stature. Well, anyway, it'd be bad for me if you tried to take over my shrine, so could you please stop? Take over? I intend nothing of the sort. I just wish to help save your shrine. To see people gather at it once more, to free it from the clutches of the yokai. I never asked for your help. And anyway, even if we set up you in my shrine, I don't know if we'll get any more followers. It's not as if your faith can fall below zero. What Gensokyo lacks is belief in its gods. A shrine maiden like you should understand that, yes? Well, I do think it would be nice if more people would come to visit my shrine. But I don't need to borrow your power. I can do something about it myself. Shrines do not exist for the benefit of their shrine maidens. They exist to be homes for gods. Now it's time. Time for you to truly rethink the purpose of a shrine. Meet Kanako Yasaka, the goddess of this mountain. Yeah, she just took this mountain and was like, yep, this is mine now. Ain't that great. Yeah, she owns the Mariah Shrine, so yeah, great. We actually see a shrine god for once. Still no idea about the Hakuri Shrine God? Great. I don't think we'll ever see that bitch. Mostly because Rainbow just does not give enough of a shit to actually like work on that stuff more. But that's how it is, I guess. Alright, for this first spell card, you want to zip to a side and then slowly stream to the middle, so you're safe. Very nice. This one can be kind of tricky. But if you are... Okay, yeah. You want to misdirect it when the blue is coming up, because the red is just too close for you to get into a gap. This one sucks, because the hitboxes are fucked. You see how she starts them as jelly beans and then makes them into rice? Yeah, they still have the hitboxes of the jelly beans. Because they start as jelly beans and the bullet transform doesn't change the hitbox in this game. It's a bug. So be careful with the hitboxes there. It's really, really fucked. Alright, here you want to be careful you don't get trapped on the bottom or anything, because that would be tragic. God damn it. This spell card is really evil for normal. The Hardened Lunatic variant is way easier, I'll be honest. I don't know what the hell is up with that. Yeah, Yep. Alright, and now for her Rumelia-esque non-spell, where she does something while invincible and you can only hit her between phases, which I already hated when Rumelia did it, so you know how I feel about this one. Whatever. Okay. Also, she's doing the boobless. Okay. Come on. Got like a sliver of HP left, you fuck. There we go. Now for this one, once again, the hitboxes might be a bit weird. Because, well, they're starting as fire bullets and... yeah, that might fuck up your perception. And also I fucked up the spell route, that's fantastic. I love it when I do that. I really don't, but whatever. But yeah, the idea is you wanna zip up and misdirect the rise so I can sneak through it. Get a lot of power for the final spell, Mountain of Faith. Oh, she did the funny with the game title. Ah, that's funny. Yeah, this one's a rough one. It's all about macro dodging. Like, you want to dodge these walls of cards as a whole instead of trying to weave through them in between them. It's hard to explain, but just like dodge the whole wall, I guess. Unless it gets too like tight, you might be able to squeeze through some of these, but not recommended. Just try your best to macro this shit. Alright. Also, your bomb is fucking useless in this spell card. Like, it's still safe, it will still save you from dying, but don't think it'll clear out any good bullets, because it's way smaller. I'd rather not showcase it, because I want to actually try and cap it, but you know. Okay. On easy, this one is also quite rough, because it's like way slower, I think, and more spread out, so it's actually pretty stupid. Okay. Oh, am I capping? I'm capping it! Let's go! Sweet. And there we go! That's Rainbow A. Done! The Hakure Shrine. The shrine that stood on the eastern border of Gensokyo. The shrine tree stained crimson later than the mountains. Once the leaves turned, there was only one thing to do. It's nice to watch the leaves down here sometimes. Don't you come down here all the time? We finally got invited to a humans party! Better enjoy it since it doesn't happen much. Come to think of it, what's the party for? Because the leaves are so beautiful. And I want you, the yoke of the mountain, to get along with the new god of the mountain. These gods aren't bad gods, so I just hope we can all avoid fighting. I'm absolutely not a bad god. Neither am I. Well, that's not suspicious at all. I really love the art style here. It's like it was drawn on paper. Fucking, this is like really nice Tsun art. Wow, I'm really cool. I'd like to help revive faith towards all things. Faith is a reverence towards existence, a fear of retribution for one's actions, and something that enriches one's life, both the mind and the body. But it doesn't really have to be that formal. There's no difference between faith and the ability to share a nice drink together like this, because people sometimes use sake as shrine offerings. Well, she's quite a frank god, isn't she? Why not invite her over for drinks sometime? You're asking a Tengu to invite her drinking? We would have anyway. We could even outdrink gods. Maybe we should invite you over every day. So strong, but so am I. Like a woman possessed. If I have even a little. How much is a little? 3 pints? Maybe 4 gallons? I'd better go prepare a lot of cucumbers for miso paste. I've also been making pickles lately. They're great with sake. Somehow, the mountain yokai had great alcohol tolerance. Perhaps the many strong personalities on the mountain drove off the weaker yokai. Or perhaps alcohol was the lubricant that made the highly civilized world of the Tengu and Kappa livable. In any case, let us spare thought for Sanai, the one human in this big mix.